So what was it about the world in that time that had been prepared for the coming of the Messiah? Well, there was remember, the Roman military, when they were not at war, they did civil service projects, okay? So they were still in training, getting military training, and like civil engineers within war, I mean, that's critical for logistics. You've got to be able to build roads and bridges during time of war. And so when they were not fighting, then they were doing this type of thing, and they were really, really good at it. They were also, you put in 25 years in the Roman military, then you retire with a full retirement, and then colonies get planted. Like at Philippi, when Paul says we are a colony of heaven to the Philippians, well, a Roman colony of retired military had been planted there. That's stabilization, okay? That's Roman values, that's safety, that's security. That's a place that you would want to live. So this represents stability, security, and it really says, thank you. And it really says, we're here to stay, okay? This structural system, kind of like the arteries in your body, these were the arteries that went throughout. So Galatians 4:4 says, in the fullness of time, God sent his son into the world. Mm-hmm. So what was it about the world in that time that had been prepared for the coming of the Messiah? Well, there was a road system. The apostles, with a common language, Greek, they could pretty much travel safely by sea because Julius Caesar had freed the Sea of Pirates in 44 BC. And now there was this system of roads. They could travel well throughout the empire. And periodically along the Appian Way, you'll have rest stops, even hotels. Mm-hmm. Every 10 miles, you'll have some kind of a rest stop. About every 20 miles, some sort of a hotel where you would stay over. So if you're thinking about travel, you're going to try to make 20 miles a day as a good pace along the way, and you'll get there soon enough. One last thing, I was talking at the front of the bus about the Roman sandals. So when you're walking a Roman road, you're not wearing hokas, okay? You're wearing sandals. And at the end of every day, you're going to need to mend your shoes. So you're going to sit down at the end of the day, or someone will do it for you, and you're going to tighten it up. You're going to add some new tacks. And something that we have found, and I have published this, is at the bottom of the sandals, they had statements, geometric patterns on the bottom, names, the symbol of a legion, for example. When the 10th Legion came and they had been there, all over the place is the symbol of the 10th Legion. So it's a political statement that's being made also. So think about like what we read in Ephesians, you have your feet shod with the gospel of the preparation of peace. And it makes you wonder, like, what was on the bottom of the apostles' sandals? Was there a statement that was there? We find swastika as an ancient statement. It was nothing, political at the time. It's just a geometric symbol. So there's geometric patterns, there's words, there's expressions, there's worldview statements on the bottom of your shoe. Mm-hmm. And we saved all of these little tacks in our excavation. It drove everyone crazy, but it turns out they were very important because the Roman military tacks, just like today, Roman military gear or accoutrements, an expert would be able to tell that from civilian. And so we were able to prove that indeed the Roman military had been at our side and destroyed it, just like we had theorized. And so our feet are shod with the gospel of the preparation of peace, and maybe we don't have those patterns on the bottom of our feet, but do we leave a footprint behind that? And we do. The people we impact, our demeanor, the way that we encounter people, the words that we say, the spirit that we impart, leave something behind. So if you've been wanting to walk in the footsteps of Paul, this is your big chance. So soak it in, and this is really cool. Yeah.
Walk the Appian Way yourself. Join the Footsteps of Paul tour with Living Passages. Travel through Italy, Greece, and Turkey. Visit livingpassages.com.